we have actually dissected almost everything we need to see. So previously we have dissected the abdomen to see the things, and we also dissected the thorax later on. Okay, so in the thorax you understand that there are two main things, two lungs, one on each side, and in the middle, which is called mediastinum, we have got the heart. I asked you beforehand to know about the coverings of the heart and other things, and you did that. But talk about the lungs this time. The lungs, they are also covered by something called pleura.
Sorry.
Okay, something called pleura. And there are two layers of pleura. One is parietal pleura right here in the wall of the thorax, and visceral pleura is right here around the lungs. You cannot strip it off. Alright. Both the lungs and the heart is resting on something called diaphragm. Can you see the diaphragm?
The diaphragm sees us.
Yeah, diaphragm sees you. And this is the diaphragm. And you can also see, yeah, we can pick it up. You can also see some of the blood vessels, but we are done with that, so I'm not going to show you the blood vessels this time. Alright, what is done? Done. Now let's go down and see what's going on here. This is the liver, right? Liver. And unlike human beings, the cats, they have got segmented livers. Most of you have seen in the pigs too, they have got segmented livers like this. It is below the diaphragm. And maybe, can we see that thing here?
Looks like the pig, homie. You don't need
We cannot see this thing clearly over here, but can you see some spot actually?
Yeah, like a dark.
Like something dark. Normally this thing should be here, but this cat is maybe mutated. So this is the gallbladder, all right. So gallbladder, normally it appears green and like a small sac. You can see that thing here, but it is kind of buried within the liver structure, all right. So this is the gallbladder right here. Okay, right here. Don't worry. Oh, everybody's here, right? Okay. All right. Now about the other structures. Here is a very big structure on the left upper side. That's what you call it spleen. All right. Spleen is not the part of our digestive system, even though it is very closely related, but it is the part of the lymphatic system. All right. It cleanses our blood. It helps our immune system to develop something like that. And earlier in life, liver and spleen, they used to produce blood cells, but no longer they do, but they used to.
So liver is the left one.
This one. No, liver is the right one.
Liver. Yeah, you're touching the liver now.
Yeah. So this is the left one, left upper part.
Oh, okay.
This is the left of the cat, right?
Yeah.
No doubt. So now let's talk about the intestine. Before we see the intestine, we see a thing like this. Do you remember the name of this thing?
Small intestine.
No.
Oh wait, what is
Intestine.
I said before the intestine.
Oh,
Stomach.
wait, can I see?
Give us a clue.
What is that? Oh, that's the fat.
Wanna try?
Give us a clue, Professor.
Who said diaphragm?
No.
That's not the diaphragm.
Diaphragm is there. It's not the diaphragm.
It's like a sack.
That's the.
It's like a sac, yes. It has got a name.
Can you give us a
Did it
clue?
start with the O
Uterus?
greater? No.
Yeah, greater omentum. All right. So this is the greater omentum.
That's the
This
fat,
is
right?
not just the fat. Was that? I told you several times. I am telling you again. This is the fold of peritoneum, double fold. Peritoneum, it has got visceral layer over here, parietal layer over there. But in the stomach, the visceral layer goes down first and then comes back to reach the large gut. Here we have got the large gut. I'm actually going to remove this one, then you will find the large gut over there. So you can see it's actually double folded. And this is not simply a fatty thing. Yes, fat is in there, but it is called abdominal policeman. I told you that if there is any pathology, it guards, it goes. And normally, it covers the anterior part of the intestine, so the intestine can be safe. Alright? So this is the greater omentum. We have got a lesser omentum, lesser means smaller, right here in the other side of the stomach. So this is the stomach, right? This is a very big sac, stomach. Okay? So from a stomach, greater omentum, from a stomach, other side, lesser omentum. Alright?
Do we see the lesser momentum or we don't see it?
We actually see,
Take it out,
but
take it out.
no, we cannot take it because it is connected to the liver.
Oh,
So it
it's got-
is
the
it's
cat's
very
gonna die
small.
if you do it?
Yeah, it's gonna die.
It's already dead.
Alright.
Wow, you're so slow.
Now about something about the intestine. We have got two types of intestine. One is called large intestine, another one is called small intestine. The small intestine is actually longer than the large one, but the caliber is smaller. So that's why we call it small intestine. So we are holding the small intestine, alright? You can trace it, and at the end, it begins at the stomach right here, and at the end you will find that small intestine enters somewhere. So this is the large. Can you see that this tube is not continuous? This tube is entering into another big tube.
So which one's the small, which one's the large?
Smaller one is definitely the smaller caliber one, and this one is having huge caliber, right?
The duodenum.
This is the large intestine, alright?
They're connected?
They are of course connected, but the thing is, small one got inside the large one. Not like a same tube, not the smaller one gradually got bigger, no. Smaller one got inside the large one. Yes, there is a valve actually between them. So nothing from the large intestine can come back to this. It's called ileocecal valve because this part of the large intestine is called cecum.
Professor.
Cecum.
Professor.
Yes.
Where's the duodenum again?
Duodenum is the beginning part of the small intestine. Very difficult to see in case of cat because the stomach is right here. We will eventually take off the greater omentum,
I'm gonna switch my
but this is the stomach, as you can see. Stomach continuous as duodenum. So this initial part of the small intestine is duodenum. All right.
Pyloric sphincter.
Jejun, no.
There is a
Not
sphincter,
duodenum.
pyloric sphincter.
It's jejunum, no?
No, first duodenum, then jejunum, then ileum. Three parts of the small intestine. Which one is what? Very difficult to say because this is like a tube. Sorry, but the initial portion you can actually say. After the stomach, this must be duodenum. After the stomach, the initial portion must be duodenum. And when the small intestine goes inside the large intestine, this portion must be ileum and jejunum somewhere in the middle. Alright? So the initial portion of the large gut is called cecum. Then actually you can see the appendix here, the cat appendix. Okay? Cat appendix. And this is the large gut, and large gut, it doesn't have that many things like us, ascending colon, descending colon. Alright, so we will call it large gut, and large gut will become the rectum will become the anal canal, and it will go out. Now another thing. What is the name of this membrane? Can you see the membrane? Light is passing through. What is the name of this thing?
It's,
Which membrane?
Small intestine.
Begins with M.
Membrane.
Yes, try.
Mesentery.
Yes, not no. Don't try everything, alright. Mesentery, yes. Mesentery,
Which one? Can you?
yes. This one.
Mesentery, yeah?
Mesentery, this is also another fold of peritoneum, but it is not like the greater omentum. What it does, you can actually easily see that it is connected to the posterior abdominal wall, and then it is like flaring up, and it is reaching almost everywhere in the small intestine, like a fan, and it has got blood vessels, so it supports, it suspends, holds the small intestine, so the small intestine doesn't get nicked, knotted. Plus, we need blood supply for the small intestine, right? So you can see the blood vessels, can you? So you can see the blood vessel. So mesentery is serving two great jobs. Number one, holding the intestine in place, supporting it, and number two, allowing the blood vessels and other stuff to come and go from the intestine. So this is the connection of intestine from the posterior abdominal wall. Intestine is not something like in the middle of nowhere. It is connected. All right? It's connected. All right. So those of you who are wearing gloves, you can actually help me to show you something. All right. Okay. Okay. Now. So this is the kidney. I asked you to give me some dissection kit, but unfortunately you don't, right? Okay. So this is the kidney, all right? This is the kidney. So you know that kidneys are called retroperitoneal because this is the peritoneal cavity, and you can see easily that the kidneys are at the back, right? So retroperitoneal. We've got one kidney here and another one right there.
Which one is higher?
You tell me.
The other one. The right one?
So the left kidney is higher because the liver pushes the right one down, all right? So this is the kidney, all right? So kidneys are retroperitoneal, main thing you see, and the kidneys are well protected, the second thing you see, the fat and other thing. And you've got the sheep kidney, you'll see that the kidneys are covered by a capsule called renal capsule. So this is pretty much everything. So we have got other things to do, and next day if we have got time, we'll actually dissect the things and we'll go deep inside and we'll try to see the reproductive system and we'll try to figure out whether it's a male cat or female cat.